First and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be... Incomplete. Intended for an incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Kaepernick again. And Pascal's got it. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Kaepernick's pass.
Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jacobs now. His way forward, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Down by Kyle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. And take it into the end zone for a way to a touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Raiders 14, Bears 7.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
9 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And the Raiders have got him.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and 12.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about that as a one deal. The bar has to be set high with this beginning.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Again, he finds an opening. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They run it with Jacobs. And they can't bring him down. They're all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And good for 22 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Jacobs. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
And goal to go.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He even exists. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And
sack. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
To throw from his end zone. Gilmore. Reception here by Rhodes. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Right down there.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Rhodes becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Kaepernick. It's complete to Mooney. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 76 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Raiders offense ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gilmore. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. Got an open man. It's Rhodes. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. And the touchdown record is now all his.
The kicker on for the...
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
And the Raiders have got him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Big hold to the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. Now Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. We're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Let's help them extend their lead. Now this throw caught left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 30, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jarnell Mooney. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Raiders heading out to take over. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. All the way down to the 36-yard line. Time for the Raiders, 63 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
91.
Kaepernick going to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 27-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 27 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return in his own 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
To throw from his end zone, Gilmore. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 98 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Kaepernick now to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
A loss of 6 yards. It's
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Kaepernick's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make...
And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders!
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They click so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Kaepernick. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Number 87.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. That Kaepernick hit him. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A fumble on the play.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's got daylight. The 20. In your face. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's got Miller.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Bears.
Kaepernick now on first down.
And this one caught by Mooney.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one complete on the slant route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
to Anthony Miller.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Kaepernick to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
Again, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Reception here by Rhodes.
And they're going to get this beyond